Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with your psychic and tarot readings for the rest of February 2017. So that's covering the 20th till the 28th of February 2017. Because I was traveling earlier in the month and then I had some health issues, I haven't been able to post to my regular schedule, but hopefully we'll be back on track for March. So we will be using the Spiral Tarot deck and doing a modified Celtic Cross here for the tarot portion, and then the Psychic Oracle cards for the psychic messages in the second part of the reading. Okay, so please remember that these are general readings, so they may not apply to everybody watching or not in the same way. Make sure to watch your moon and rising sign readings to get additional insight that may resonate better with you. And of course, keep an open mind for the messages that come through. They may apply exactly as they come through. They may apply a little bit differently. So an open mind is always required. But other than that, thank you so much for joining me, and thank you very much for all your support. If you're interested in private readings, all the links you need are in the description box below. So let's just jump in. I hope you enjoy your readings and that you have a wonderful rest of the month. Hi Libra, thank you for joining me. Welcome to your reading. Let's see what's coming up for you here. So I'm seeing, changes and anxiety over what's changing or what you're getting ready to change, okay? But ultimately, I do feel like you're heading in the right direction, so let's see here. So at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Nine of Swords. And we had the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck before. I think it was for Cancer. And they had a similar reading, actually. Big changes happening and anxiety over that. So definitely check out your moon and rising sign readings. But with the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck for you as your overall energy, I feel like this is worrying over things that you can't control, or worrying over things that are changing, or over things that you're planning to change, and so you're worrying about how that's going to be received. The Nine of Swords is also anxiety. I feel like waiting on something and you're anxious because you haven't heard back. The thing with the Nine of Swords is, regardless of what it represents for you, it is a card that talks about us making things worse in our own heads, and maybe they're not as bad as we make them out to be, okay? The Nine of Swords is a card that talks about our fears taking over and making us play out our worst case scenarios over and over again in our heads until we believe that, it's actually going to happen. And that's kind of how we get to self-fulfilling prophecies. So with the Nine of Swords here, it is talking about feeling anxious, feeling restless, feeling stressed, or feeling like you don't know how to handle what's going on, okay? And so it's worrying about things. So it's really a card that says, you know what, you're gonna have to take a deep breath and try to look at things for what they are, okay? Try to be realistic, have a calm, practical approach, and deal with things as they happen. Don't worry about things before you need to, okay? In your current situation, we have the Five of Swords. So with the Five of Swords here, it is a five, so it's definitely talking about changes, changing your environment, changing the people you hang out with, changing what you do for a living, changing relationships, okay, with maybe romantic relationships, maybe with friends, maybe with family, with the people you work with, and so on. This is a change in your environment, and for some of you, you are causing this change, okay? It is Swords, so it is air sign energy, and it's at the point where this change needs to happen. You're gonna make it happen, but you are worried about what if not everyone gets on board. The Five of Swords is really a take no prisoners kind of energy here. It's win or lose, you have to get this done, okay? You have to do this. So for some of you, I feel that you have been pushed into a corner, and this is the breaking point. This is the conversation of, you know what, enough is enough. This is what I'm doing. I don't care if you're on board. But then you worry about it. The Five of Swords with the Nine of Swords can also represent worrying over things that have been said, worrying over how people are reacting and what's going on currently, because things are changing. And it can be dealing with another air sign, a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, that's being a bit of a bully, or that's pressuring you to do something that, you know, it may not make you happy, but they're really pressuring you in that direction. It can also be, you know, a card of someone gossiping, using tactics, or being passive aggressive, or just a downright bully to get you to do what they want you to do, okay? It is crossed by the Fool. And so the Fool is a major arcana card, and it does talk about taking a leap of faith and starting something new, diving into something you love to do. It is something brand new. You haven't done this before, although it's been a dream of yours. And so with the Fool, this can represent, you know, you're telling someone that you're moving out and they're not happy, or you telling someone that you're leaving the relationship and they're not happy. You telling someone that you quit and they're not happy. You telling someone you're going to start your own business and they're not on board because, you know, they feel like, what are you doing? You're throwing your life away, or whatever. But the Fool here, you have the opportunity to do this. You have the opportunity to take this leap of faith and change direction in your life, to follow your dreams. And so you're definitely encouraged to do that. And really the way to handle people who cannot be supportive or don't want to be supportive, especially with the Five of Swords energy here, okay? It's about whoever wants to leave your life, let them go. If they cannot be supportive in the first place, with this being a dream of yours, then maybe you don't need to have that person in your life. Maybe they're not a positive influence in your life, okay? So it's time to think about things from a different perspective. You're not doing anything wrong. You're not doing anything to hurt them. It's not about them. It's about you at this time. And if they don't get that, then maybe, you know, they're not the best person to have in your life. In the foundation, we have the Five of Wands, so this is another 5. So the Five of Wands in the foundation, okay, this is feeling restless. This is feeling, dealing with inner conflict, inner turmoil. I feel like you've wanted to make this change for a really long time. But again, you know, the thing holding you back was, what are people going to say? How are people going to react? What if it's too big? What if it's too soon? And so on and so forth. But you were really eager to get this change done. For those of you, you know, this is competing goals, or people being competitive, or it's the energy of, I feel that for some of you, this is a new group of people that you've been dealing with. They're very creative, very inspiring for you, okay? You could be, you know, looking at brainstorming, or just spending time with this group of people, of like-minded people who've been very encouraging on the one hand, and so they've kind of encouraged you to prepare for this change on the one hand, and then on the other hand, you've got some people that are not on board, and so that caused a tug of war here, okay? In the recent past, we have the Empress. So the Empress, this can be a Taurus or a Libra in your life. It can be a mother figure. Maybe this is someone, maybe this is the person who's not happy about what you're doing. Maybe this is someone who's trying to control you, or make you do what they want you to do. It can be someone who is used to you being there for them, and so they're not happy with you kind of branching out and doing your own things. It can be someone who is overbearing and controlling, and again, they're not happy about you breaking away from that and kind of having your own independence. This person could also be someone who's very focused on their status, and their finances or their appearance or whatever the case may be, the shallow things, superficial things. And it's almost like maybe they feel like you pulling away makes them look bad in some sort of a way. And so this person could be causing you a lot of grief here. On the other hand, this could be someone really, really supportive of you and helping you, or trying to help you, trying to protect you through these changes. In your crowning thoughts, we have the 10 of Cups. So with the 10 of Cups, you know, you're ready for your happily ever after. You want to be happy. You want to be fulfilled. You're looking for emotional fulfillment, not just you know, financial, or it's not just about the success. It's not just about the finances. It's not just about you doing a good job for other people. You're looking for emotional fulfillment at this time, and that's what you're focused on. For those of you, this is a focus on family. Now, this could be to impress your family, to start your own family, to make your family proud, or a focus on what your family's going to think, and if they're going to be supportive of you. But with this 10 of Cups here, you know, it's really time for you to spread your wings and to focus on what makes you happy. Okay. And yes, it's going to represent an ending, a conclusion, something coming full circle, but then you have this beautiful new beginning that comes from that, okay? And then in the outcome position, we do have the King of Pentacles. And so with the King of Pentacles here, I feel that whatever you're starting at this time, you're just getting started with it, so take your time. But it does have wonderful potential to bring you stability in the long run. The King of Pentacles can represent a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. Sun, Moon, or Rising. I feel like this person could be an investor or a supporter. This person could be someone giving you good news about money, or good news about what you're investing in or what you're starting at this time. This could be an advisor as well, kind of teaching you, guiding you through this new beginning in your life. This is someone who's very practical, very down to earth. They're going to genuinely help you. So you have a really strong ally in this new path, okay, with the Fool. And you're really, it's about growing up, it's about maturity, it's about independence, it's about being able to stand on your own 2 feet, being able to be a good provider, being able to live your own life at the end of the day, okay, is what I'm getting with these cards. Let's look at your psychic messages. So we do have the card number 7, and this is Move. With the number 7 there, this is the seeker of truth. Speak your truth, stand up for yourself, and get going, okay, with the Move card there. You have support, you have a strong support system. What you need is just one person to believe in you and to guide you on the way. And you already have that, okay, so that's why it's important to get going with this. With this energy, I do feel like you're going to go back and forth. I feel like you're going to be worried about hurting someone's feelings. And so that may be why you hesitate. But again, the message here is it's time for you to get going. It's time for you to be pursuing your own dreams, your own goals, your independence, your stability, okay? For this, I do see a focus on family, or focus on starting a family, I should say, or getting pregnant or giving birth. For others, I'm seeing you combining your resources with someone else's. So either taking on a partner, an investor, pulling your resources is what comes up to move something along. Partnerships, contracts, things that are binding also come up here to help you, again, move things along. Move things along is a phrase that I keep hearing. Contracts to do with the move could also be happening. Job change, paperwork, if you're starting your own business, or paperwork if you're starting a course even. committing to something that is yours and yours alone is also coming up here. New connections are made during this time. I feel like for some of you this could be a new love connection. Or marriage proposals even. So taking things to the next level in current connections. But it can also be, like I say, joining forces with someone, signing a contract in terms of a job, in terms of a business opportunity. I do see support, a helping hand. So support coming your way out of the blue. I feel like for some of you this is financial advisors. For others of you, this is working with someone for towards marketing or advertising, getting yourself known, getting yourself out there, and this person is really helping you. I feel like for some of you, you may be receiving pro bono help during this time. Or, you know, just people doing you a favor. The number 7 is important here, so we could be looking at the 27th or 7 days. That's going to be the 27th. 7 weeks, or the month of July. I feel like it's something that you start now, could be paying off for you during 7 weeks, or in the month of July, or 7 months from now. It's going to be, you know, different for everyone. After a gestation period. Now, for some of you, you know, it's going to be a pregnancy, and for others, it's just going to be something that you get going, you start off, you nurture it, you invest in it, and it's going to start producing results 7 weeks, 7 months, during the 7th month. But in 2017. For those of you seeing, you know, dressing up, I feel like to go for job interviews for some of you. For others, this is to go to a bank or to a government institution to talk to a government representative in a suit and with a portfolio. For others, I feel like this could be dating. For some of you, I feel like, you know, it's people you know, dating people you've met. But for others, it feels like blind dates as well. Or meeting someone you've been talking to online also comes up. And kind of dressing up for the occasion. I feel like for some of you are going dancing. Or you're going to join a dancing club. Aerobics. Zumba? I don't know if that's a thing. Or dance aerobics, if that's a thing. I feel like you're going to make great friends there. and it's going to be wonderful for your health and wonderful for your heart as well. For those of you, you could be starting to do more cardio. And for those, I feel like you're more mindful of your health at this time. You could be cutting back on drinking, maybe quitting smoking, reducing your intake of processed foods or fatty foods also comes up here. Okay, so that's your reading. I hope that it makes sense and I hope that it helps. Let me know what you think. Let me know how things are going for you. Thank you again for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful time ahead, and I will talk to you soon in the March videos. Take care.